All right, guys, I was about to go fishing. We're gonna go to the Dollarama and see what they have. I'm currently using the GoPro if the audio sounds kind of whack from the last video. But anyway, I went to Dollarama, picked up some things. I ran out of these guys. I freaking love these things. They're fire tiger colored, the hammer. Got some extra jigs here. Pretty much bought out their jig set. But then I came across this gem. All right, I ended up buying another one of these, the Mako spinning reel, the Mako 2000. There's a reason. I have one sitting right there, don't I? I do. Son of a bitch. Whatever. We need to use this with what I just found at Dollarama. Guys, what did I say last year? Dollarama's game's kicking up. Next year, maybe they'll have themselves a fishing rod. They have themselves a fishing rod. Guys, I give you the 4-foot Mako. I think it's a 4-foot. It's tiny, it's small, it's little, and it's probably gonna explode on the first sunfish that eats. I give you the Mako fishing rod. Go with the Mako spinning reel. It's in baby blue color. I'm pretty sure it's made out of the finest quality plastic. It's a medium heavy, and it's 8 to 15 pounds apparently. Line is 8 to 15 pounds. It's a 5-footer. This is a kayak pole. I think we gotta take this out and probably break it tonight. Let's go. Well, there should be in her final form, boys. It doesn't have a bait holder, and so I'm attaching it right to where the reel seat is. Yeah, this thing is hilarious. So I'm gonna chuck it over here and let's go Mako fishing. I still got the dial was all tuned up, so we're good there. Anyway, let's pitter patter and have at her and head down to the water. All right, guys, we're down here at sunset, and I definitely brought the Daiwas with me. The dueling Daiwas and the Mako. Why? I don't see this Mako lasting very long. I swear I catch anything substantial, and this rod grenades like no other. But we are gonna try it out. I do have a little 1/8 ounce jig head on here. Not sure how well this is gonna work. Oh, I got reverse turned on. Whoops. Let's see if this thing casts. Literally right in front of me. Did it loosen up the rod on the cast? No. It's holding together. This would be a good size for a kayak rod, probably. Okay, this has got to be the crunchiest Mako reel I've used to date. All right, let's see if we can whip it out there. No, that's all we get. That's all we get, boys. That's all we get. Like 3 feet from the shore. Now we are using monofilament on here because that's what the reel came with. I think it's like 6-pound test. Nothing insane. If you're wondering what the screaming is, I don't know what they're playing back there. They're playing some sort of a sport. I'm not really into sports, so I couldn't tell you what it is. Yeah, this thing does not cast far. Problem is there's not much line on the reel, and the line has a lot of memory. This is probably from last year's stock. But to be fair, Sarah was catching the fish right off the shore last night. I just really want something stupid to eat this so I can try and deal with it. Because like, this rod is pretty flexible, but I'm pretty sure it's no better than the $9 rods at Walmart. I went through the eye, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, it's all going through the eyes. I hate mono because you can't feel the fish bite. You don't realize there's something on until you're reeling it in and your line's really heavy. It's a good cheap solution. That's why you see a lot of reels with it on it. I'm actually impressed I haven't thrown the tip off yet. What was really funny was I was at Dollarama and I'm looking for jig heads and I couldn't find them. And then I started looking through the baits and stuff, and I was moving stuff around, and then okay. Lo and behold, there it was. Oh, I keep getting snagged there. I found the jig heads, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I grabbed some 1/8 ounce jigs for like $3 a bag or $2 a bag. I can't even remember now what they were. And then I started looking again, and they had a bunch of these fishing nets. Look like minnow grabbers, but they were just like all scattered all over the place. And I'm like, what the frick? Why is this like this? So I did the employee's job, and I put the nets back to where they were supposed to be. And then once I did that, that's when I saw this rod. And I'm like, they actually brought a Mako fishing rod into Dollarama. Because last year when I got the Mako reel and I stuffed it on the noodle rod, I was just joking, like next year, oh man, these assholes are back. Son of a bitch. It's like they see you fishing and they got to come over and say hi. They were nowhere near here. And now that I'm fishing, they're here. All right, wait for the goof troop to go by. Frig's sakes. But no, last year I got the mako, and I made a comment on the mako 2000 fishing video, that Dollarama is stepping up their game. By next year they should have a fishing rod. I was just joking. And then they go and produce this pathetic little kayak kids rod that a 6'2" man decides to buy to fish with, because why not? Why not take on the challenge? I've seen people fish with kiddie rods, so I sent Bloke a message about this. I don't know if he got it. Oh yeah, he got it. He's probably just shaking his head, thinking I'm an idiot. It's cool. He's probably right. He knows I do stupid things. I was a little bit further, but not really. Problem is because of the coil in this monofilament, it's banging off every eyelid, slowing down its speed, eh? And that's a bit of an issue. Now, I could rectify that by, stripping this and putting braid on it, but I have a perfectly good reel, another mako reel, in the truck with braid on it, and I could just tie on a leader. Oh, that's another thing, guys. I've been talking about how I don't know how to tie on leaders, and my buddy's like, why don't you just do what we used to do for camp when we wanted to tie 2 ropes together? I'm like, what's that? He goes, it's called the Alberto knot, which, by the way, is also another fishing knot. And I'm like, how does that go? And he goes, you make a loop in your line that you're attaching it to, and then you run your main line through the loop, and then you do a bunch of spirals around around both ends of the secondary line, and then you go back through the hole and then cinch it tight, and it holds on for dear life. So both my bait caster and my spinning rod have a fluorocarbon leader on them now with the Alberto knot, and I like it better than the double uni that I used to do, because it goes through the front eye of the rod with a 0 issue. Does it say what maximum size of a lure I can stuff on this thing? No, it does not. And while I was at Dollarama, seeing how Sarah lost so many jigs last night fishing because she kept snagging, I grabbed her a couple packages, but I have no way of contacting her because I have her on my phone like friggin' 3 times, because you probably heard her talking about not bringing her phone down here last night because she lost it in the water. Apparently that wasn't the first time that's happened. She lost a couple phones in the lake, but I've been with her on the bike path, like when we were playing Pokemon, and she literally, luckily it was in an otter box, she's walking along holding her phone and just drops it, goes to pick it up, but when she went to pick it up, she shuffle stepped and kicked the phone like an extra 3 meters away from her. She's the reason why phones have warranties, like not warranties from the factory, but warranties from like the vendor. Hey puppy doggy, you coming to say hi? You coming to say hi? Don't come over here, man. Don't come over here, man. Yeah, I figured as much. She's just coming over to say hi. Hey, buddy. Okay, watch out for those. No, that's all right. I just didn't want her to get hurt on the sharp rocks. So, no. I just bought this thing from Dollarama. Dollarama sells rods and reels now. So I'm like, oh, I got to buy that and try and break it. I like random puppy dog visits because then I get to pet them. And she's saying that whenever her dog sees someone fishing, he has to go over and take a look. The dog was probably looking around and seeing if I had any fish. I'm going to steal my catch for a snack. I love puppy dogs. I just could never get another one. I'd have no problems babysitting someone's dog on a weekend. Like if my brother and his girlfriend ever got a dog and they wanted to go somewhere and they needed somebody to look after it, I'd do that. Take them for walks, buy them ice cream, spoil them rotten. Then I'll go back home and be like, I want to go back to Uncle Adam's, hey? He gives me junk food. I don't think I've ever told you guys about the time I gave Oreo ice cream. That was not a good time. Well, for me it was hilarious. For him, not so much. He destroyed it. It was vanilla ice cream, and it's actually meant for dogs. It's like so it's not like a human ice cream, it's a dog ice cream. You get it from this place in town called Lisa's Dog House, and I got him some friggin' ice cream there and gave him some in a bowl, and he literally destroyed it like it was wet food. And then he had an ice cream headache, and you could tell he was like ice cream headaching because the facial expressions he was making were mint. I wonder if I put a heavier weight on or a heavier jig if she will sail further. I need to get this thing out further. That's the problem. Huh? My friend's back. I just gotta watch it because the one hook is really low. Hi, puppy dogs. So she sees somebody with a rod and has to run over and investigate. Did they catch anything? Can I eat it? Oh, there's the problem. What the hell is this? I need a knife. I just realized what the problem is, guys. You see this piece of line coming out right here? I don't know why it's doing that, but that needs to be cut. What needs to happen, something needs to eat, because I want to see this $4 rod bend in half and potentially grenade. But buddy that I was just talking to, he's right. This would be a good trout rod. You know? It's lightweight. That landed right in front of me. But yeah, that's what's happening. It's hitting that tag end, and I have nothing here to cut. Maybe I do have something to cut it. Are they throwing a frisbee around, or... Oh, it's a frisbee. I think they're playing frisbee football, maybe? That might work. Man, those pliers from Temu, that was a good find. See, I already have a good trout rod. I have that Temu noodle rod. I'm just waiting for Adam to get back to me because he knows of a good trout spot. Oh no, it still casts like potatoes. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. That wasn't the problem. We might relocate down to Calendar Bay. Not to say the fishing there is going to be any better. Just saying, we might relocate down there. There's more panfish down there to play with too. I'm not seeing many pans around here. She's such a noodle rod. Not really. See, the Temu rod that I have, or Temu or whatever the hell they call themselves, that rod is a ultralight, and it's about this length. And now that I know how to tie on a freaking leader properly, I can keep the braid on it, because I was going to change it up to fluoro, but I can just put a super long freaking leader on it and sail that out. But yeah, this thing ain't working. Well, it's working. It's just hitting every single one of these guides. And the guides aren't bad on it. They're Teflon coated, which is not too bad. Like the rod, the quality of the build for what you get is definitely worth it. I just wouldn't recommend somebody buying this for like a weekend fishing trip. Definitely wouldn't hold out. Like I said, I haven't caught anything on this yet. I didn't bring my worms, did I? Oh, dang it. That would have been a good call. Did I take that worm out of my pocket from last night? Yeah, I did. Worm had a different jig head option, a soft plastic. I'm going to peel this one off and put a white one on and see what happens, if you can. Can't see why you can't. It's just a jig and a... Oh no, they glued it on. Oh, okay, never mind. It's one with the bait. Fun. Alright, well, screw that. Alright guys, I'm going to try something rather unorthodox right now. I think I have it in here. Oh, I don't. I was going to put it on a slip bobber. I wonder if I should just tie on a big white jig head. Something with weight so I can really sail it out there. I'm going to blast it down the coast. Alright guys. Quality. Holy shit. Alright, I think I'm going to switch this reel with the one with braid because Mono is not the way, people. Like, the line is literally falling off the reel. This might be a good trout fishing rod, especially for the little brooks in Chippewa. Okay, seeing how this is a medium heavy, we're going to cut this bait off and put something else, something a bit more aggressive. What do we got here? I'm going to put a heavier jig on. Holy crap, guys, that paint is in there. You know what's crazy is the fact that they make a tool to do exactly what I'm doing right now, because this is common practice to paint your jigs by just dipping them in the paint. Like, there's an easy way to prevent this from happening. And when you paint your jigs, you just go to, like, buy some framing wire, or even run a piece of fishing line through it, tie it off, then dip it. And then when your paint dries, you just grab the fishing line, pop it out, and it comes out with the paint. Just a simple solution to a problem that would negate needing a special tool and waste time where you're sitting there and you're just stabbing at a jig head trying to clean out paint from an area that you want to run your line through. Oh, now the friggin' lure lets go. Whatever, doesn't matter, that's coming off. All I can hear is those swing sets squeaking away. It's semi-annoying. So many puppy dogs down here. I appreciate it. I love puppy dogs. See, I always wondered how these guys on YouTube do these knot tying tutorials, and it turns out they're just using paracord. Alright, we're on. Grab a soft plastic here. We'll throw another curly-tailed white guy, if I can find them. Not that one. Did I grab them out of the truck? Frig's sakes. Oh, yes, I did. Yesterday I bought. The other ones I bought were by the company Mr. Twister, where they just dedicate themselves to making these grubs. But these ones I bought are by Power Bait. Berkeley Power Bait. Was that you? No? Alright, heavier weight, going from a 1/8 to a 3/8. Oh yeah, now she sails. Mind you, if anything eats that, it's done. This rod's going to be in for the fight of its life. Should make for a good video, eh? A lot of you are probably asking, Adam, why didn't you just include this on your video from yesterday? Why'd you have to make it a separate video? And see, back when the channel was vlogging life, and I vlogged one video per day, I would start in the morning, end around 8 o'clock, recording whatever I could, and then post it for the next day at 9 a.m. That was a lot of work. And it was literally one video a day. With the new Skivens format, I can make multiple videos in multiple days and schedule them and just do my own thing. So with the Vlogging Life channel, I was putting out like friggin' 43 minutes, 48 minutes, crazy videos that were just hard to go through. And now I'm only putting out like 23 to 30 minute videos that are still pretty hard to go through. But, whatever. Am I getting hit? I can't tell with mono. Monofilament is so unsensitive. I'm still no good at casting these spinning setups. I don't know what I'm doing. That's another thing with mono, eh? It's like I can see the telephone cord coil in the end of the line, and when I'm reeling it, I can't tell if I'm actually reeling it until I look at the reel and go, yeah, it's putting line back on the spool. See, I missed the point. That's where I used to fish. I fished there last year and the year before, and I had that place dialed. Now, Sarah did try to go there, and she said where she works, she talked to somebody about it, and apparently what they did was the person who bought it just completely opened it up so you can see right through, because I guess homeless people were setting up hobo shelters there, and it was causing problems. Oh, that's going nowhere. Yeah, if you can't cast far, just put a super heavy jig on, and it feels like you can cast far. Oh, there's a guy with a friggin' pedal kayak. See, that's something else I can do is if I want to launch, if it's a calm day and I want to launch my kayak on Nipissing, I can just go to the boat launch back over yonder and send it, and then paddle out and get out to a nice depth and go and play. I could even attach my ice fishing fish finder to it because it's got a battery pack and have access to Navionics, if I want to cheat. Pretty funny that I got like 2 rods valued at $350 worth of 2 rods right there, and I'm fishing with a $9 combo right now. I just brought those in case something ate right away and this thing exploded. I left the worms in the truck too, which was no bueno. I go down a calendar, but all the good spots are probably taken by now. And trying to reel a fish over the wall with this setup would probably not be very easy. You go fishing and you get ducks that are eating bugs. Seriously, bud? Did he just run on water? Did I just witness that? Did that duck just totally run on water? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the paint doesn't last long on these Dollarama lures. Just watching this little guy here. He's just jumping out of the water catching bugs. He's like a little live version thermocell. I just tangled. So guys, I think tomorrow video, I'm going to take the Trans Am out of the garage. I think it's about time, but I think we're going to get out of here and we're going to go down to Calendar Bay and try the dock. We might have a bit more luck with walleye, or not walleye, just anything in general, like panfish or anything. There's nowhere to hook this onto. I guess I got to do what you're not supposed to do and use the freaking guide. Don't do this, guys. With a good rod, never do this. Never do that. All right, let's go down to Calendar. We'll go play down there for a bit. Alrighty guys, we're down here at, you know what, I'm just going to bring the mako. If it breaks, it's not a long walk to come back and grab another rod. I shouldn't say if it breaks, I should say when it breaks, because this rod's pathetic. Yeah, this place looks pretty stacked, but I don't know, we'll risk it for a biscuit. Oh, look at that freaking pink skyline. Oh, I already hear somebody's rod ringing. Especially not with this noodle rod. Did you know Dollarama sells fishing rods now?
Actually, me and Dawson are gonna do and probably Logan are gonna do a dollar store challenge.
Yeah, well, they sell rods and reels.
Oh, I'm sure it's amazing. Does the
$9. $9 for a mako medium heavy rod and a mako 2000 reel. Don't do that. You're gonna break it.
Did the reel come pre-spooled?
Yeah,
Did you change the line?
No, it's 6-pound mono. It's got more memory than an ex-girlfriend.
I don't know. They're pretty good at digging up fast.
It sounds like hell when it casts, and it grinds even when you reel. It's great. It's quality. You do better with a kiddie rod than you would with this thing.
You'd be surprised how much those little like fall patrol rods are. I've literally seen those for like $40 at Walmart. So like a little.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I've seen them cheaper than that. You can get them at Cambodian Tire for like 20 bucks.
Yeah, $20 is still outrageous.
But those rods are tough as nails because it's actually just a nail on a reel. Like they have no bend to them whatsoever.
It's just a shank of fiberglass. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, like zero bend.
It's fiberglass resin in a stick with a handle attached to it.
Went down to Sunset last night.
Did that go well?
Well, Sarah caught fish. I didn't catch shit. But I think what the problem is I was running straight braid.
Keep your rod tip down a little bit more and reel a little bit faster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get that tail to move a lot more. And you'll stay a little bit deeper in the water column. Yeah, don't reel hard.
Like it just spits the line out, eh? Just spits it. Keep the rod down?
Yeah.
I can't go any lower than that. It's only a 5-foot rod. They say it's like 11 bearings, but I'm pretty sure they're made of nylon and they've already worn out after my third cast. Oh, I found another one. Found another one, boys. Just back up a bit. Put some tension on it. Oh, that was the...
My drag makes like a real nice sound, eh?
Well, when you got ball bearings that are made out of friggin' washing machine parts, what do you expect, bud? High test Dollarama quality. Even running the mako jig and the mako braid, it's not very abrasive resistant, I can tell you that. Yeah, I did abrasion testing on a bunch of stuff. That Daiwa J braid stuff, it's not too bad. I got 2 passes over a stone before it snapped. Dollarama one, I got a 1/4 pass and it snapped. Power Pro was surprising. I got 2 passes over the stone before it went.
Yeah, I used J braid and then I switched to Power Pro.
I like the Power Pro because they coated in that Teflon shit and it makes it super smooth going through the guides. Yeah, I got 30-pound on everything but the noodle rod. It's got 10. That noodle rod is friggin' awesome. I love it. It's like so flimsy and so noodly, but no. The carp rod's not a noodle rod. It's a heavy.
Really?
Yeah, because when I set the hook in that thing, I wanted to realize it fucked up. And then when I'm hauling on it, I'm literally muscling that fish. I am not letting them let go.
All the carp rods I see in Europe are always like 13-foot bites.
That's what my buddy Chris has. He has this massive rod. He built a a wheelbarrow. He took a wheelbarrow and put a Tupperware on it so he could put all the shit inside and bring it down to the lake. Because carp fishing is ridiculous, the amount of crap you got to bring with you. Got another one? Poor fish. He just sent him to space.
No way my fault.
Oh, poor buddy. You all right? I can't even pick him up. He's so slimy. There we go. You all right, dude? There you go. Go play. Or float sideways. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's on his side. He's surfaced. Finally. Let me just tighten up my drag. I can't even reel it, dude. I can't. My reel was jammed. I couldn't even reel it. Yay, fishy. Be really nice if I could see. All right, bro. Have fun. They sound bigger when you make them do a belly flop. This reel sucks so bad that I'm reeling it and all of a sudden it's like trying to crank it and it just wouldn't. Not even. Oh, he was a chunker, but for rock bass he felt pretty big. But like Waylon wants to do the Dollarama challenge, and it's like I don't recommend it because if you catch something substantial, you're not going to be able to bring it in. You're going to be hand lining. You missed my big catch, bud. You missed my big catch.
What was it?
Rock bass, and nearly locked up the reel. And you want to do a Dollarama challenge?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch a fucking 5-pound bass on it.
You won't be able to reel it in. You'll be hand lining in no time.
I hand lined the burbot, 2 burbot this year.
Burbot.
Burb. Big old boys.
Those things are awesome.
Like a sheep head, but actually worth something.
They're delicious. Holy crap. It'd be awesome if I had some light. That works out great. Because now I can actually see the worm and I can tell that I'm shanking him and not just missing. And yay, rock bass. Whee! See that fish jump out there? Holy shit. You just catch the dock?
Didn't sound like water.
Yeah, water doesn't have that hardwood sound to it, eh? You're on your own, bud. All right, have a good one, guys. Alrighty, guys. That was a little bit of mako fishing, and let me tell you one thing. Do not go to Dollarama and buy this rod and reel combo. Do not do it. Just don't. Just don't. Right now, you guys can't see anything except for red tail lights. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the video down right now, and we'll resume when we get home. All right, talk to you in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we're home. We're home. I just stopped off at the Legion. Sarah's working there tonight, so I figured I would pop in and say, hey, yo, and let her know about the Dollarama fishing experience and how bad it was. No, guys, seriously, that rod and reel combo was so freaking bad. Like, the rod is super bendy. The reel was struggling on those little fish, like those little freaking rock bass. It was like struggle busting pretty damn hard. It was no bueno. No bueno. 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but what do you expect? The entire combo, the rod and the reel, cost me $9 complete. So yeah, that's what you'd pay for a cheap fiberglass rod from Walmart, is $9. So you get what you pay for, obviously. It ain't no freaking Daiwa Regal. That much is for sure, for certain. It casts like shit and it works like shit. So chances are we're just gonna put that aside with the other noodle rod and use it some other for something else. I don't know. Maybe if we go hand fishing, just so it feels like we're actually pulling in monsters, we'll use it for that or something. I really don't know. All I know is that rod and reel is bad. You set the hook and it's like you're just pulling in a Goliath, and then you get the fish up and you realize it's only a couple centimeters bigger than the bait you threw. But yeah, 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but by all means, if you have a Dollarama and you want to give this a try, go try the Dollarama challenge. I'm telling you, you're going to be really disappointed, but you might have a great time doing it. So that's up to you. Anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to shut her down here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.